Hey guys, you're watching Boondocking with Dennis. I'm back here at the Circle at Rockport Beach. I'm going to make my way to Portland, Texas. Remember how, a few videos I've ranted about how dumb I am driving all the way to Portland to pick up prescriptions when I could just have them transferred to the Rockport pharmacy? Did I do that? No. Where are we going? Portland, Texas. It's south of here, about 25 minutes. When I lived in Portland for a few years, I knew it was exactly 25 miles from my apartment to my job, up and back every day. And that's a lot of time to be driving down here, but I remember being an hour away from work when I lived in Philadelphia. And in the mornings, I would listen to videos. Pretty much my regular schedule then was to listen to Rusty 78609, his morning video comment call. And I had a light on, I just shut off an interior light. And I forget what time NPR, they had like a planet report. It's just a 1 or 2 minute segment, but I always enjoyed that. That's where I first started hearing alternate pronunciations of Uranus. When I was in school, it was Uranus, which is much more funny than Uranus. Big fluffy clouds, white, dark. I was back where we started from earlier today. I've been all over the place this morning, and got just a couple light sprinkles on my windshield. And then when I was leaving about a half hour later, when I got to the front of the beach park here, there were big puddles everywhere. So apparently it poured. It's probably about a mile from the front of the park to the back of the park. I think if you go straight back, I think it's a mile and a quarter. Seems to be what I am remembering. Unfortunately, this morning I found a dead laughing gold chick. And I let the people here know, my buddy Art, just in case they do keep track of such things. Wasn't even near the road or anything. Probably had something to do with the heat, or not all the birds make it, unfortunately, but it wasn't crushed or anything. But I really do like seeing the chicks this time of year. Who doesn't like to go to the beach and see chicks? Come on. But yeah, it's a shame. It's sad. I don't even like to see the adult laughing gulls injured or dead, as annoying as they can be. But the reason they're annoying is we as people taught them to be annoying. We taught them that if they come beg for food, we'll give it to them. I do have a clip that I want to put in. I had a weird coffee combination given to me, and let me show you that clip. I've been up for a few hours answering comments and watching some videos while I'm doing that, multitasking, if you will. This isn't something I usually would buy. Okay, this is something I would never buy. But it was given to me yesterday, and I tried it yesterday, and it's not bad. Handcrafted, cold brewed vanilla coffee, concentrated. They recommend you mix it with water or milk. And Mean Girls Coffee Mate Pink. And I think somewhere on here it says, yeah, pink frosting flavor, which is a little much, but that's what we got. That's what we're using. I got my cup. Let's get it set up. Got a breeze blowing. To be honest, the coffee smells like really good coffee. And the creamer does smell like cake icing. And it's about 50-50 in there. Let me give it a shot. You know what? It's growing on me. I like it. I appreciate it being given to me, and I'm blessed to have it. And I was given 2 of the coffees and 1 of the creamer, so it's going to be the hot ticket the next few days. And I even have ice in my cooler. It's a big day. Yeah, so I'm still buzzing from that cup of coffee. When I used to use creamer, I used to use Italian sweet cream. But when I switched to black coffee, I like just black coffee. Is always my first choice. Where do we want to go, kids? Where are we going? We're going to Portland. Let's try to go a different way than we normally go. Let's see if Luciano is over at the tables today. He is not. Yeah, well, with that little bit of rain we got, he's not going to leave the church. I did see Luciano yesterday. I got him some ice. I still got to film him thanking Richard for the gift Richard sent probably 2 weeks ago. So thank you, Richard. I'm working on it. I'm working with a prima donna here. If I see him at the tables in the morning, I might say hi, but I'm not going to ask him to film the video while he's cooking his food and all. We're going through the harbor area of Rockport, Texas. Chance of tropical storms coming, forming out in the Gulf. Nothing 100% yet, but this is the time of year where we start, at least I start, watching at least 2 weather reports a day and checking my phone apps and looking at maps. If a tropical storm, I would probably stay here right now just because I wouldn't want to spend the gas money. But hurricane, I'm going. The main reason, well, you know, no one, I shouldn't say no one, because some people wait them out, which is their choice, fine with them. I don't want to be a burden on the resources. I don't want something happen to me where rescuers have to waste their time on me. I know they're going to have their hands full. And just after Harvey hit us, Hurricane Harvey devastated Rockport. There's no electricity. There's no electricity. That means gas pumps don't work. That means there's no food. And if what very limited food there is, it really needs to go to the linemen and all the other first responders who are trying to take care of the town and get it back on its feet. Does that make any sense at all? Last time we had a tropical storm a few years ago, I think I went up to Marble Falls, and that was nice. That was a nice little getaway. It's, you know, what is it, 2.5, 3 hours away, and there are places up there that I can boondock and not worry about if I'm doing anything illegal or not. But I don't know where I would go this time. I'd like to go someplace new, but we shall see. I did stop by the mail center early this morning, and I did get 1 box, so let me show that to you. I just came from the mail center, and boy, are my arms tired. 1 package today, and it's from my friend Lisa, Bailey, Hammer, Nestor, a bunch of other little critters running around. I believe there's some ducks and raccoons involved in there, but they sent me some awesome gifts. Oh, I got 3 things. What do I show you first? Let's go this one. Lisa had sent this to me before, or at least something similar. Bug spray and repellent, cedar side. Actually smells pretty good. It actually smells very good. And with this rain we have coming, as soon as it stops raining, the skeeters are going to be out. So that is an awesome gift. Thank you very much. Then we got omega-3 fish oil, which is awesome. My cardiologist will be very happy. My cardiologist, like, we hang out. This is my cardiologist. But thank you very much, guys. That is awesome. And then organic Lundberg Family Farms jasmine white rice. So no additives, no preservatives. Let's check the ingredients. Ingredients: organic, certified, California white jasmine rice. But didn't they have to add jasmine to the rice? So shouldn't it be like jasmine and rice? Man, it's just the man messing with us. But Lisa, Bailey, Hammer, Nestor, other assorted critters, that's very considerate, all very useful stuff. Thank you very much. And it looks like we're going to be having some jasmine rice with our venison tomorrow. Thank you again, guys. Okay, yeah, that was very nice, much appreciated and useful gifts. So thank you again. Pretty awesome. For some reason this morning I was thinking about my friend George Kerstetter. When I later in grade school, like maybe third or fourth, well, it would have been fourth, fifth, or sixth grade. I'm not sure of the years. Probably more like fourth grade. I was friends with George Kerstetter, and George probably lived about 20 minutes away on my bike from my grandmom's house. And George and his family lived on Wakefield Drive, and I'm pretty sure I remember the house number because I always had to let my grandmom know where I was. If I was going to be out of yelling distance, and it wasn't even like you had to ask permission. Like, it was like, I'm going to be up at the creek. I'm going to be up at the blacktop, which was by the creek. There was a basketball court there, but just, you know, so someone had a general idea where you would go. And I remember George was a goalie in hockey, and I think that's how we became friends out of school. And he had a net at his house, so we just, you know, play hockey, shoot on him. And I remember Mr. and Mrs. Kerstetter, always just super nice to me, but they were German, like first generation coming over from Germany. And you know, I would watch these World War II movies where all the Germans were evil, you know, and then you know, you'd watch one of those movies where they're like, so tell me where the troops are, and then I'd go over to George's house and it would be good afternoon, Dennis, how are you today? And I'm like, oh, he's gonna make me tell him where the troops are. They were really nice people. One time they took me on vacation with them to Stone Harbor, New Jersey, and I don't remember the house or anything, which is weird. I remember very positive vibes coming, like I had a good time. But they took us to the movies, and it was a James Bond movie. And I was looking earlier today, like what James Bond movie could it have been? It would have been, I don't know, 74, 75, 76. And basically there's a James Bond movie every year, so I don't really know which one I saw, but I'm pretty sure it had nudity in it. And you know, it wasn't like the Ursula Andrews one. I think that was like 1962, and it wasn't, you know, like a weird name one like Octopussy. I don't think that was till 83, but it was I just wasn't used to seeing movies like that growing up. I remember when I was 12, and it had to be in on Saturdays they would show monster movies at the McDade Mall. And I think it was $1 to get in, and you know, not first run, but like classic repeats. And we went to see House of Wax with Vincent Price, which, I mean, that was way before it made it. You know, it was probably on TV before I saw it at the movie theaters. But yeah, I was not ready for that. I apparently lived a sheltered life when it came to horror movies. Yeah, I was petrified of that movie. And you know, like, you watch it today, and I'm like, I don't see anything in that is anything but laughable, you know. And I remember my grandmother and my grandfather took me. There were certain theaters when I was young, and one of them was the Media Theater, an old classic movie theater with balconies and all that kind of stuff. And we went there to see a reissue of Gone with the Wind. And yeah, there's some highlights of that movie, and there's great side stories to that movie that you can read online. But yeah, going to the movies was always like a big deal for me, especially growing up and in my younger years. I cooked some breakfast this morning. I mean, I burnt some breakfast this morning, so let me show you that. We got some small drumsticks in the pan, and this batch, we're going to season them with the blackened Saskatchewan rub. Saskatchewan. There you go, Saskatchewan rub. And we're going to add some paprika. And I try to do every batch a little bit different, so I don't get sick of eating the same thing. Got the seasoning on, and probably let that go about 10 minutes. Flip them over. I don't have a lid. I don't want a lid, guys, but I have 2 metal pans, and I use one as a lid. I forgot how quick these small ones will cook. I mean, they're not much bigger than the chicken wings you get in a bar, but they're going to be good, and I'm blessed to have them. We are heading on 35 south, and we'll go through Aransas Pass and Gregory and wind up down in Portland. I like these days. I mean, we got rid of the Mexican smoke, and God bless all the people in Mexico. I hope everyone's safe and recovering as best as they can. And I like seeing the clouds in the sky. It's as close as we're going to get to mountains in our area. But still haven't had one of those just awesome sunsets. What has helped the sunsets in the past is when we get the dust from the Sahara Desert in Africa, which is a yearly thing now. If I was shocked, you know, years ago when I learned about that. I'm like, really? This coating of dust comes all the way from Africa? And my joke is, what did we ever do to Africa that we deserve this, you know? But yeah, we get like a tan dust on everything. Years back when I was driving for Uber and Lyft, really nice people that I met doing Uber and Lyft hired me cash to drive them up to the Woodlands, and they asked like how much would it cost us to hire you, and it was like 2 nights, and I said, if you pay for gas and hotel rooms, then you don't have to pay me anything. And they did, and they took me out to dinner or lunch a few times, and it was like a local wedding, and I was all happy because back then I would rent a hotel like once a week and clean everything and take shower after bath after bath, where now I'm at the point where I really would consider a hotel like a waste of money, you know. I know how to get clean every day. I know where the showers are. That is the benefit about staying in one area, because I do watch people that travel, nomads, like Frugal RV Gal and Deborah Dickinson, and they talk about you know, you can go to a place and pay to get a shower, and $12 for a shower seems like a lot of money to me, but I don't know. I guess everything is comfortable once you're used to it. When I would go camping, we would use the campground showers that, you know, 50, 100 people would use every day. So it's all what you're used to. And I'm using the showers for the most part at Goose Island State Park, and they're not like private showers, but they're really clean and good condition. I see a cop car up ahead. Oh, he pulled over one of those trucks that I don't like, the ones that haul the gravel, and the stones come and hit your windshield. I kept seeing the Coast Guard was patrolling the same area over and over, so I got a short clip with the Coast Guard helicopter. Coast Guard copter keeps circling, flying the same route. I don't know if they're looking for something or... Well, yeah, they're not out practicing on Father's Day. We are coming up on Aransas Pass, Texas, and enjoying all their construction. I got an awesome joke from the dad calendar. Todd, this is the one I've been waiting for, buddy. How many telemarkers does it take to change a light bulb? How many telemarketers does it take to change a light bulb? Only one, but he has to do it while you're eating dinner. Yes. Boom. Dad joke calendar paid for itself. Thank you, Todd. I just wanted to do some filming while it wasn't pour raining, and it was... What are you guys working on? Can you hold it up to the camera? Almost went off the exit there. Yeah, this overpass is new within the last year. I don't know if we needed one here, but I guess they're thinking about more down the road. Planning ahead. Creating jobs. Strengthening our infrastructure. Improving America. Overpass by overpass. If someone was humming the My Eyes Have Seen the Glory of the Coming of the Lord during that would have been an awesome combination. Hey crew, can we add that to the clip? No? No, they said no. I can't even afford to buy my crew Big Macs. I took my entire crew to McDonald's yesterday, and I can only get them Little Macs. Little Macs. That's how small our budget is. I also saw something pretty amazing yesterday. During the hottest time of the day, I was just like, you know, I had my window down filming and I was sweating. And then I saw this, which I thought was pretty impressive. Just watching these young people play volleyball. And then I looked at my phone and noticed the heat index was 104. It's a little toasty for me to be playing volleyball, but they seem to be handling it well. Not a whole lot of other people are moving though. It's great to be young. just spotted a dead deer on the side of the highway here. And that's rare to me, at least, in this area. This is usually where you see a cat or a dog or a wild boar. We are south of Aransas Pass. We'll be coming up on Ingleside, Gregory, and Portland. We are going 73 miles an hour in a 75 mile an hour zone. If you've never driven 130 in Texas, that's always fun. The speed limit there is 85, and the road's meant to go 85, so it doesn't feel like you're going that fast. There is one point where you're making the road kind of curves a little bit, and then all of a sudden you realize you're going 85 miles an hour. And that means if you're going 85, you're over in the slow lane. Crops are coming up. What is that stuff? Is that is that type of corn that I can't pronounce? Sorghum? Sorghum? Do you ever just have a word that you're never going to get right? Yeah, I got a couple thousand of those. English is hard. If I was a farmer, people would be walking up to me saying, "What are you growing?" I'm like, sorghum, okra. I couldn't even plant it. I'd have to go to okra. I'm looking forward to when the cotton blooms. When the cotton blooms and it looks like a blizzard just hit the area, those are good times. I think I've drugged this one out long enough, guys. Well, I do want to show you the new overpasses up here. I'll show you that, and then we'll end it. I'll have the excitement of going to the drugstore all to myself. We can kill time here. I can throw in another joke that's not bad. Not as good as the telemarketer joke, but it's up there. How can you tell when a vampire is sick? How can you tell when a vampire is sick? He's always coughing. He's always coughing. It is funny when people think of Texas, they definitely don't think of the Gulf Coast and palm trees. And man, so much of Texas is farmland. Just like every state I've ever been to. You get away from the cities and it is farmland. God bless the farmers. They're keeping us alive. There's a windmill farm right over there. Last time I checked, the Taft windmill farm, turbine farm, had 184 turbines, which would explain why it's so windy in this area. That overpass has been there. I do miss the driving part of Uber, just being out on the road, driving, seeing new things. Met some really nice people. I know the other day, the other ride, my rent ride, I was talking about the downside of it. It's a lot of wear and tear on your vehicle. And out here in a more rural area, sometimes you got to drive a long way for a pickup. Like I'd be here and they would want me to drive to Rockport to pick someone up. And if they had compensated you for the distance, then I can understand it, but not old Uber and Lyft. Lots of new overpasses in here now. It looks like it might be raining up here. We might hit some rain, kids. Maybe it got done raining. Yeah, it's just mist from the highway. Yeah, we're gonna get some rain on our windshield. Speed limit 60. We're going 60. Look at us. I know I'm going the speed limit because the guy behind me is about 4 feet behind my car. I wish I was rich because I would just be locking up my brakes all the time. There's the rain, kids. Nothing but rain clouds straight ahead. There go our big fluffy white clouds. That overpass we just went under, that's new. That takes you right to the highway up to Taft, Texas. Well guys, you're probably looking at a blurry windshield by now. I appreciate you riding along with me. Y'all be safe. Thanks for watching. Woo. There's the rain. There's the road.